Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today is a very special video because we are building a horse ranch in The Sims 4. Now, I was able to get my hands on this pack the day it came out, which was pretty fun. And the minute I got the pack, I was looking for stuff to build. I was like, okay, gotta look up references, gotta see what I can build, because I looked at the item list before I actually bought the stuff, and I was like, I really like all this rustic stuff that came with it. So I was like, I have to get this back. So as you see on the left hand side, we have the actual barn there. It doesn't end up staying there. We end up rotating it and kind of rebuilding it because I was very indecisive where to put the barn because I didn't know what would be the best spacing for the horse. Now, I haven't actually played any of the gameplay yet. I've just built stuff and I've created a sim. And so far, I'm really liking this pack already, just with all the build items and all the like kind of rustic feels it has to it. It's just really, really nice. A lot of the stuff like the floors and some of the like the couch, the bed, the rug, like everything is stuff that I've been waiting to see in this game. I just didn't know if it would actually come into the game. And I was very surprised that we actually got horses because it was kind of another thing. I was like, we're never getting cars. I feel like horses was like one of those areas that we're like, we're never gonna get horses. There's no way. But here they are. It's very, very fun. Very glad we have them. I am going to make some gameplay videos here soon. If you guys would like to see that, let me know. I'm planning on making my sim self and just kind of seeing what gameplay actually comes with this pack. Just to see if it's like, really worthy for it being an expansion pack because I know there's been like a lot of talk about it being more of a game pack than an actual expansion, and I think people mostly got that from the lack of stuff that they actually showed in like the live stream and the trailers. Like they kept showing the same thing over and over again. um but yeah, so far I'm really liking it. All the build items and all the cast stuff that came with it is just really, really nice. But let's actually start talking about the build more now. So the main building, the house, is I wanted to go for a lot of these like dark, more rustic kind of feel to it. I wanted the inside to feel nice and cozy as well. So we've got some really nice like kind of cozy lighting in there. A lot of dark woods going on and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of these items too, I feel like I could use in my everyday build, which is what I'm really excited about. Because I'm just like, one thing I always look for in expansions or just any pack in general is, am I going to use this in a build like a lot? Or is this going to be just a one-time thing? So like I buy a lot of stuff as like, I'm going to use this in a lot of my builds. Like, you know, it's just going to be really fun. Like everything looks good, but I also do look for gameplay. I have done more gameplay recently than I usually have. I've been doing some off camera and just kind of playing around, seeing what gameplay's actually been in The Sims without me even knowing. So, yeah. But in this house we have two bedrooms, two bathrooms, and in the master bathroom we have, oh, not the master bathroom, in the master bedroom we have a walk-in closet, which I haven't done in a while, but we got new closet items, so it's like, why not? Let's go for it. Um, so out here on this porch, I wanted to make this porch nice and big, so your Sims can just sit out here, relax, enjoy a cup of coffee, maybe see, like, watch the horses tumble or walk around, trot around, stuff like that. And I also put the nectar making thing out here, the nectar making machine. I didn't really have a dedicated space for it, so I was like, you know what, might as well just put it out on the front deck. I thought that was pretty reasonable. So, but that was really nice. And we are into the kitchen. Now, some of the kitchen counters are one of my favorite things that they added into this pack. I really like the butcher block countertop that they added into this pack. We don't really have a lot of stuff like that. I don't know, because I know we have some butcher block countertops like from uh correct me if I'm wrong, but Cottage Living has some. I'm not sure, but I always like when they add new kitchens because I feel like we have a lot of kitchen sets, but it's still nice because I always think that, the kitchen is usually the heart of the home, and that's usually the thing that I always like to start building with first. So, also, by the way, if you hear like any movement or anything, I'm really sorry. My chair has been squeaking a lot. I need to get a new gaming chair. It is not it is not good. I've got a gaming chair ready. I just haven't set it up yet. And yeah, I actually do have a gaming chair. It's like literally out in the garage, but just never felt the need to set it up. I probably should though. Also, I should be getting a new mic here soon as well. Um, so hopefully it won't be putting you won't hear a lot of like background noise, but if you do, please just let me know and I'll figure out how to like kind of get rid of some of the weird background noise that's going on, like with the squeaking in my chair or anything. But yeah, so we are in the living room right now. We're just trying to figure out the overall layout. I end up putting two rocking chairs, and I'm really surprised by the amount of rocking chairs too that we're getting with most recent packs. Because I thought that Nifty Knitting was going to be the only pack that actually came with uh rocking chairs, but we're getting more often, and I'm not complaining because some of these are really nice that came with this pack. Like they've got some nice pillows on them, and they're just very like I don't know, this very nice. I feel like this whole living room as well would be like kind of cabin interior that you might see on Pinterest. I feel like I don't know. I really like how this turned out, and a lot with this expansion pack that they added is a lot of two tones, which I've been waiting to see for so long too. And I was like, oh my gosh, like the butcher block light counter and a white bottom to it. I just thought that was so cool. Also, we are moving into the dining room right now, and also these chairs. It's what I've been waiting for a long time as well. I've been waiting for these chairs for so long. It sounds really stupid, but I've wanted like the back end, because we kind of have chairs like this from cats and dogs, but I wanted some that actually had armrests that I kept seeing on Pinterest. I was like, why don't we have those? So I thought it was really fun that we finally got that. Um, and yeah, this dining room really comes together quickly. We just put a sconce light there, and we move straight into the master bedroom. Now, yet again, I did cut out the bathrooms. The only reason we have this conversation every speed build, but basically, I just don't really. I shouldn't say that I don't put much effort into it. I just don't like building bathrooms. I feel like it's the least fun thing to build in a house. Like I really like doing bedrooms, like living rooms, kitchens, but with bathrooms I'm just like I'll at least try a little bit, but I'm not gonna try that hard. I okay, I could have tried harder if I actually got some other if I got some other packs, but for this build I wanted to keep it restricted to only being base game and horse ranch. I because I could have added like, stuff from the bathroom clutter kit, but again, I just wanted to stay restricted for this build so you guys could download it very easily if you just got, the horse ranch pack and stuff like that. So I always find it very interesting too doing pack restriction builds because it's always like you get to use some stuff that you might not use, especially from the base game or whatever pack you're working with. It's really interesting restricting yourself with like even though you have like all these packs. um I'm pretty much talking over this whole like walk-in closet, but there's not really much going on here. It's just a plain old walk-in closet. We got a nice rocking chair to sit down when you're trying on shoes or something like that. And yeah, and then we move on into the kids' room. Now, we got some more bunk beds. Again, another feature that I thought was just going to be a dream home decorator thing. But I'm glad that they're adding into newer packs. We've gotten a lot of bunk beds. I'm pretty sure we've gotten them with like every pack. Yeah, I think we've been getting these from like every pack by now. I thought very interesting that, but I really like how they're doing that. It's just more variety. It's always about variety, and that's what I like that they're doing. Um, but yeah, this kitchen is kind of just. I wanted to give them everything, like that they could work with. So we've got a Blarfy. We've got in this like little corner we got the new dollhouse that came with this pack, which was like a really cool like barn house. And we just got like a nice teddy bear, and of course I had to put in the horse toy. I think it's by Blarfy, not sure, but I had to put it in. I mean, like, how couldn't you? Um, I got some bookshelves and just a mirror there. And we are moving on to the exterior. Now you can see that the barn has moved off to the side. Um, because again, I just didn't know what would be well for the spacing of the horses. I didn't want to restrict too much space, but I wanted to make sure that they had like, you know, I still wanted to make the build not look as empty, so I added a lot of foliage and a lot of plants and stuff like that. I added a lot of these flowers from Debug. Again, we're using Debug. It's no surprise there. um, we all know I just like Debug because it's free, and also with like the darker colors that come with it, like it's darker greens. It's not like too bright and unnatural. I think the ones that we have in the catalog are just too saturated. They're too bright for it to be like an actual bush. So that's why I like to go back to Debug most of the time. So but yeah, we're kind of just doing some nice flowers and bushes, trying to make this place just feel more natural and kind of, I don't know, I really like landscaping. If you were to ask me, hey, my build looks kind of boring, what should I add? I would say landscaping. I would just say landscaping in every corner because it always makes it look a lot better. Because that's usually what I mean. What I'm doing right now, there's literally landscaping like everywhere. Most likely, realistically, that shouldn't be the case because you want to have as much land as possible. But in The Sims, I just like how it looks better. So over here, we're putting out some feeding stuff. Forgive me, I really don't know the name of those, but there's stuff to like put grass and for your horses to eat it, and we got like a water station back there for and we're just trying to figure out what to do over here. We also got that nice like trailer, like the trailer object, not the movie trailer or the pack trailer. But I thought when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, are they gonna be able to like woohoo or sleep in it at all? I don't think it's functional. I I really don't think it's functional. Because it's under the decoration um option, and I'm really disappointed. I mean, come on. It's like, why add the object if you can't use it? I mean, I get it, it's really cool for decoration, but it'd be so nice if you could sleep in it. It'd be so good for like rags to riches and stuff like that, but no. It's alright though. It is kind of interesting though. Instead of just putting a car and stuff. Um, as you can see what I'm putting down, you're probably like, why are you putting down so much just grassy areas? So that right there is actually stuff that you can I don't know the word for it, but your horses can eat it basically. Horses can eat grass, and you can like chop the grass and basically get some random stuff too. What I've heard from Lil Simsy's review. I gotta play this pack and figure out what's really coming with it because I'm just confused with some of these objects. But Yeah, that'll be in a future video, hopefully, if you guys would like to see it. And we are working on the overall barn area. This actually comes together pretty quickly. As you can see, we have the two areas. We have the two places where your horses can sleep, and you can fit two horses in there. And over here, I just thought it was empty, so we put some nice chests and stuff here to just really for nice storage. Like in a barn, you'd want as much storage as possible, I bet, because when you're like having to hold brushes or just other stuff to take care of their needs, you really need storage for them. Well, we're coming up to the end of the video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know whenever I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Take it all back, hate the things that you said, 'cause I wish you didn't mean it. I'm under attack, running far, far away, and I'd rather keep my distance from you. You don't gotta lie to me to get through. Push and pull me